Okay folks, well I decided not to stay at Worthing anymore because, as I mentioned in a previous video, a lot of water is coming out. They have this sluice gate open to try and drain the area up in Graham Hall Swamp rather than let it flood all the homes that are just laying on the lower side of it or on the west side of it. So I'm actually come up here to take a float at Miami Beach and do some walking here as well. Because when I finish walking I'm going to need to take a swim for sure. So it's incidentally that it was here that we had our first introduction to the float, an explanation of the float. So it's so strange that today I've decided to do this next introduction to preparing your equipment for the float right at the same spot. So I'm going to give that to you in 1 minute. So this video is just the first one to show you the beach that I'm at right now, Miami Beach. As you can see, there are a lot of people here still. Quite a few people, not a lot actually, compared to normal. It's not a lot, but compared to last month or two, it's still a good amount of people. I'm just going to do a quick 360 for you to have a look and see what the entire place looks like. And then I'm going to go ahead and proceed with my next video, which is your introduction to preparing your equipment. Alrightio, as I promised you, I will show you how to preserve your noodle. Taking care of your equipment, we're going to call this one here. And as I said, it's so strange, and I'm back at the same place that I clarified what a float was to you in one of my earlier videos. If you've not seen that video, this is an encouragement for you to go and look for it. I'm not going to tell you. You need to go and find it so you can see that video as well. Anyhow, this is where it goes. When you come here to Barbados, especially now that we have people who are coming in for a year to do their work from here, they're going to want to buy a noodle. So a noodle actually before is fine to put on your arms and stuff. You see them floating all over the place, but if you really want to do some power floats, you need something that's buoyant, that you can just relax and eat your fruit and drink your drink or whatever while you're floating. So this will be part one of this here because I don't want to kill the video all in one. I will do a merge of it later if it's short enough, but just in case, this is part one. Intermission is over and this is part two. The objective of floating is to do absolutely nothing. It is the equivalent of sand gravity in the ocean. Preserving your noodle, back to that again. You're going to get a pet bottle, small pet bottles like this here. You're going to need 4 pet bottles for each set when you're making up of noodles. You're then going to need to get big boy noodles, not little skinny noodles. 2 big boy noodles if it's a couple, or 1 if it's single. And you're going to need a long skinny one as well. You're then going to need some cord. My recommendation is not to go too slim, because if you go too slim it's not going to last well. It's going to break or it's going to do some damage. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to insert these pre-cut pet bottles into the tube with some contact cement within the noodle first. So you put in your contact cement, let it dry for a little while, put some on your cup, let it dry, and then push it in. Any of the excess you're going to trim off. You're probably going to be cutting down to here, just here where the cones start. So that will go into noodle, but because the noodle is flexible and soft, it will allow you to push this in. So you're going to have to hold it for a little while too, because if you let go, because of its cone shape, it'll work its way out. So you want it as far in as possible for as long as possible, and then trim off the excess. And then you're good to go. That's how you preserve your noodle. For all those folks who are here for a year or more, doing some work from Barbados or for any duration of time, if you've been here before, you know noodles do not last in this environment. And if you're going to be doing power floating like what I recommend, you're going to need to really sort out that noodle and get it strong, heavy duty it, customize it. So from here now, you're ready for your float. If you were interested about what a float is about and what other sets of equipment you need to take with you, I think you should look through my collection and find out where I have the float explained. It will be fun for you to look through it, and when you get there you will get all the information you need. Guys, greetings from Barbados. This is where I am right now. I am at Miami Beach and I'm about to do some walking and some swimming. I don't think there's anywhere better in the world to be right now than right here, and I'm going to enjoy it for you, me and everybody. Take care, and hopefully things will change soon, that you'll be able to come back to Barbados. But until then, you keep safe, and you keep happy, and you keep peaceful, and you keep loving your fellow man. That's critical right now. Everybody has to love everybody. That way then we will get rid of 3/4 of the problems we have in this world. From me in Barbados to you wherever you are in this world, greetings from the rock. Hope you have a fantastic day.